Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Coaches Co-Creating, episode 22. Wow, I'm so happy that we've made it to 22. My name's Jasmine. I'm a co-active transitional life coach.
And my name's Amanda, and I'm an inner calm coach.
And today we're going to talk about ways of combating our fear. So, Amanda, what do you do when you feel that fear?
I think it's a combination of things for me. There's many things that you can do when you feel fear. There's things that you can, we commonly do, which is ignore it, which is not necessarily one I would definitely advocate. However, I would say that in certain circumstances, pushing it aside does work. Well, it does for me.
Really?
So I'll give you an example. For instance, if something was to go wrong in my business previously, and I would then have to go into a meeting straight away, you could take that into the meeting with you and your emotions and, you know, the way that you perform and all of that sort of thing. So you have to kind of almost box it off and say, right, park it, I'll deal with that later and worry about whatever it is later. And that actually is quite a good strategy for worry. You can actually set yourself a time in the day to worry, solely to worry. So you could say a half an hour a day, that's where I'm going to process all my worries. But for the rest of the day, no, not going to do it. Just kind of setting a specific time away.
I've heard that. I mean, I've heard that a lot of times, that instead of worrying throughout the day, just have blocks of time. And I guess it's all about focus, isn't it? What we focusing on at any given moment. I find that hard though, but I know it's probably the way forward.
One of the things that I would say is that came out for me is that when I did do that, because I had to, like I said, if you're going into a meeting, you can't be a complete mess because you're worrying about something else. And you have to be focused on that. But what I did notice is I would come out of the meeting maybe an hour and two later, and I would already have an idea for a solution because my subconscious in that time had been processing. And then another thing that came up, which was really interesting, was 2 hours might have passed. Things have changed. And so whatever you might have worried about, the circumstances had already changed. And so it was either not as bad as I'd thought, or maybe a little bit worse, but we won't go into that. But it was easy to see how I could spend 2 hours, waste 2 hours worrying about something, and then things would change anyway.
So are you saying that worry is the same as fear?
I think it fuels it. It's like a byproduct of it, isn't it? So fear creates worry. Do you not think?
Worry. I'm just trying to think now, like when I feel fear, when I'm worried, like what's the difference? I guess worrying, it still affects your body, doesn't it? The fear and the worry, they both affect your body and your mind.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just trying to think, but they are separate, I guess. But it's interesting. It's interesting.
I think that if you look at quite a lot of the mindset gurus, they say there's two camps. There's fear and there's love. And they are essentially the only two real big emotions that we feel. There are a number of other emotions, obviously, but those are the two that control us. And we either lean one way or another. You can't lean both ways.
Wow. Yeah. So, when you say it like that. So I guess, worry is under the fear. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. So they all cascade down and, you kind of sort of,
Oh, I love that. Actually. Yeah.
Yeah. It was Gabby Bernstein that first introduced me to it. And it's from A Course in Miracles, actually, which is a Christian text, but it's also about how we should live our divine life, and it's just very interesting, some really good insights in it.
I'm trying to think how I combat fear. Like, so with you box it up into
I either face it head on or I box it off. So if I can face it there and then, I will face it.
I think with me, I might procrastinate a little bit because I think that's in my comfort zone, procrastinating, and then just do it. Literally just do it. And it's stuff that I've thought about, it's probably not even helped, or I think it's helped, but whatever it is, maybe I just have to go through that first, and then I'm just doing it anyway, and then I don't think at all. So it's literally one extreme to the other.
But it's interesting you use the word procrastinate, because actually what you're probably doing is deliberating. You're actually considering the whole thing.
Well, no, but
you know,
I don't know, because that's why I said it's like a waste of time, because that procrastinating, it's not like I'm thinking of anything what I would say is useful. I feel like when I'm procrastinating, I'm going, yeah, but I'm just going round and round and round.
Yeah.
So also maybe that is part of it, but
it is processing it. Yeah.
I guess, but sometimes I think I could be thinking of something a bit more helpful. It's like I'm thinking of the same thing again and again and again, and then suddenly I'll just break out of that because I realize I'm going round and round and round. There's no other way. I've just got to do it.
But that may well be your way of working it out.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I mean, a lot of people don't process enough, and they'll have a knee-jerk reaction to something, and it'll be the wrong decision because they haven't thought it through. So you're seeing it as procrastination, but I'm seeing it as consideration. Wow. And like you said, you automatically get yourself out of it by thinking, right, enough.
Well, because it drives me crazy because I'm just going round and round and round. There's no other way. Is that okay? Maybe that is right then. Maybe it's like I'm driving myself crazy, and then I'll just do it.
Yeah.
Do you think that's that is a strategy? Not a strategy.
But it is. But I think, I mean, what you might want to do is try and get out of that cycle quicker. But the fact is that you're still finding your way out of it. And I think that so long as it's a way of combating it in some respect, it's a good thing.
It's like jumping out of it, because it's you need so much strength to get out of that. But anyway, anything else to add, or are we going to jump on the live?
We've got to go and jump on a live, I think, haven't we?
Right, brilliant. Okay. See you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.